Hello guys, welcome to my channel Sultan Tech Tips. In this video we will learn how to upgrade the system RAM for single and dual channel operation. इस वीडियो में हम लोग देखेंगे कि सिंगल चैनल ऑपरेशन और डुअल चैनल ऑपरेशन के लिए रैम कैसे अपग्रेड किया जाता है. Generally RAM upgrades on laptops are done on two occasions. If you have an old laptop and you want to upgrade it for the better performance, and the second one is when you buy a brand new budget gaming laptop and you want to upgrade it for your gaming performance, to boost your gaming performance. So budget gaming laptops, due to cost cutting, comes with low memory sticks, generally up to 8 GBs, which greatly bottlenecks the GPU performance in terms of gaming, जिसकी वजह से हम लोग को बहुत सारे AAA गेम्स में FPS ड्रॉप देखने को मिलता है, और जिसको सिग्निफिकेंटली इम्प्रूव किया जा सकता है अगर हमारे सिस्टम में सफिशिएंट रैम मेमोरी हो जो CPU के साथ शोल्डर टू शोल्डर काम कर सके. As many AAA games RAM uses are well above 8 GBs, and therefore laptops greatly struggles to cope with it. So many of us generally choose to upgrade the laptop because it's the smartest choice. वीडियो के फर्स्ट पार्ट में हम लोग सिंगल चैनल रैम अपग्रेड के बारे में देखेंगे कि अगर सिंगल चैनल हमें रैम अपग्रेड करना है तो हमें क्या चीज़ें देखनी चाहिए. As many budget gaming laptops comes only with one RAM slot to upgrade. Many of them have soldered RAMs on their motherboards, so you have only one slot for the upgrade option, and that's why we will see how to upgrade RAM in a single channel operation. एंड आफ्टर डैट इसके बाद हम लोग ये देखेंगे कि डुअल चैनल ऑपरेशन के लिए किस तरह रैम चूज़ करें और क्या क्या चीज़ें उसमें देखनी पड़ती हैं और क्या क्या चीज़ें हम उसमें देखनी चाहिए. सो लेट्स सी हाउ टू चूज़ बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस रैम. सो कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ें हमें देखनी पड़ेगी, जिसमें पहला होता है क्लॉक स्पीड, दूसरा होता है कैश लेटेंसी जिसको CL कहते हैं, तीसरा होता है हमारा रैंक टाइप जिसमें सिंगल और डुअल रैंक आता है, और चौथा होता है CL टाइम जिसको नैनो सेकेंड्स में कैलकुलेट करते हैं. क्लॉक स्पीड इज ऑल्सो नोन एज रैम फ्रीक्वेंसी. It's a measure of how fast it can transmit data to CPU, and the cache latency CL is generally the measure of how fast memory responds to the request from the CPU. जाहिर सा बात है जितना हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी रैम का होगा उतना ही वो फास्ट डाटा ट्रांसमिट कर पाएगा CPU को, और जितना कम आपका कैश लेटेंसी होगा वो उतना ही फास्ट रिस्पॉन्ड करेगा CPU के रिक्वेस्ट को. And the third one, that is the CL time in nanosecond, is calculated by cache latency divided by the frequency in megahertz multiplied by 2000. That will give us the cache latency timing in nanoseconds. And this is the most important thing which tells us कि how the RAM would perform in the real world. जितना कम समय लगेगा रैम को CPU के साथ कम्युनिकेट और डाटा ट्रांसफ़र करने में, वो उतना ही फास्ट आपका सिस्टम का परफॉर्मेंस देगा. And the general rule of thumb is higher the RAM frequency, better is the RAM performance, and higher the cache latency, poor will be the performance, and the vice versa. मान लो हम लोग एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं जहां हमारे पास 3 रैम चूज़ करने का ऑप्शन है. अब उनमें से हमको सबसे बेस्ट वैल्यू फॉर रैम चूज़ करना है जो सबसे अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दे कम और सबसे बेहतर प्राइस पर. तो व्हाट and how will you decide and how will you choose? The first is Kingston 8 GB RAM 3200 MHz with CL22, and this is a single rank. And the second one is Crucial 8 GB DDR4 24 MHz and CL with CL17. And the third one is HyperX 8 GB 2600 MHz with the CL of 15. As per the formula, our first that is Kingston 8 GB 32 MHz RAM with the CL22 got 13.75 nanosecond as a cache latency timing, And our second RAM, that is Crucial 8 GB with 2400 megahertz and CL of 17, got 14.75 nanoseconds as a cache latency timing. And our last, the third one, HyperX, with 2666 megahertz and cache latency of 15, got 11.25 nanosecond as the cache latency timing, which is the lowest one. So let us do a comparison. Our first RAM got 13.75 nanosecond, our second RAM got 14.17 nanosecond, and our third RAM got 11.25 nanosecond as a cache latency timing. And you can see the price of each one of them. So आप कौन सा रैम चूज़ करना पसंद करेंगे? आपका चॉइस जो भी हो, पर 4400 वाला तो कोई भी समझदार इंसान चूज़ करना पसंद नहीं करेगा, because the second RAM is clearly overpriced as per the performance we can see. But the third one with 11.25 nanosecond is the most reasonably priced as per the performance I can see. For the sake of knowledge, it is important to know that in RAM we have single rank memories and the dual rank memories. This is how they physically look. The single rank versus dual rank. You can see in single rank there are only 4 chips, and in the dual rank there are 8 chips. And for this particular reason, this single rank is also known as high density RAM, and the dual rank is known as low density RAM. One of my most favorite channel, Linus Tech Tips, has explained very well about the single channel and the dual rank channel difference. So let's hear him out.
Think of your system memory kind of like a big library where a whole bunch of ones and zeros are stored. Every time that memory is accessed, the memory controller built into your CPU needs to track down where that data is and either read or write it, kind of like a librarian. By increasing the density of the RAM to the point where you can get rid of half the chips on the module, you're basically laying off half of your librarians without reducing the number of books that they need to take care of. This means that in some cases, it can take longer for them to retrieve your data. This manifests as higher RAM subtimings and your computer becomes slower.
After all that talking, now let's see the benchmarking comparison on a stock laptop which you order directly from the market, and with upgraded and downgraded RAMs. In this comparison chart, I have tried to show you the difference between the performance you can get, how much performance difference you can get after upgrading a cheap gaming laptop. For only just about $45, you can get G.Skill Ripjaws Series 8 GB dual rank memory sticks, and they really perform well. So ये तो सारी बातें single RAM stick upgrade की थी. So guys, that was all about single RAM upgrade, and now let's see how to do dual channel RAM upgrade. Here, for the sake of example, I am taking reference of my own laptop, that is IdeaPad Gaming 3, which is capable of supporting DDR4 RAM with clock speed of 4266 MHz. For the general sake of knowledge, who wants to upgrade their RAM, they must know these few things: that the maximum RAM frequency that your system can support depends upon the processor and the motherboard both. If a processor supports RAM up to 4266 MHz, but your motherboard supports only 3200 MHz, then despite of installing 4066 MHz RAM, your motherboard will clock it down to 3200 MHz, and you will get no performance boost from that. And the second thing is about the maximum RAM memory that your system can support. which frequently people ask, it depends upon three things: your processor, the operating system you use, and the motherboard, of course. If a computer is running at 32-bit processor, the maximum RAM it can support is only 4 GB. A 32-bit Windows operating system is capable of using only 4 GB RAM, whereas a 64-bit Windows operating system can support 128 GB of RAM, while on the other hand, Windows Server Edition can support up to 4 TB of RAMs. For a compatible dual channel operation, you need to know about these specifications of your default RAM. Firstly, your DDR type. Secondly is your clock speed, that is the RAM frequency. Third one is the cache latency, which is known as CL. And the fourth one is the chip rank, which we discussed earlier, single rank or dual or double rank. So the question is, how will you check your default RAM specs? So let's see how to do that. The most easiest way I see is to install CPU-Z software, which is only 2 MB app. After installing CPU-Z, open the software and just go to the memory tab and SPD tab, where you can see all the specs of your RAM. In the memory tab, you can see your total RAM size, whether it is dual channel or single channel. You can also see that the type of DDR, and then the DRAM frequency and the cache latencies. In my case, you can see the overall cache latency is 22. In the SPD tab, you can check your RAM specs separately, that is in the what is in your slot 1 and what is in your slot 2. For example, in the slot 1 you can see my rank, that is my RAM is single rank RAM, and you can see all other specs, the RAM frequency, the size, and the cache latencies. You can also open your task manager, and from there you can click on memory and you can see your RAM frequency there. Or if you want to dig deeper, you can use some commands from the command prompt also. Likewise, I have used here WMIC memory chip get tag manufacturer speed and capacity. So by pressing enter, you will get the capacity of the RAM of your slot 1 and slot 2 both, manufacturer, the speed, that is the clock speed, and the memory bank, which is which slot it is in the install, is whether it is in the slot 0 or slot 1. So if I want to add another RAM module along with my default RAM, the perfect or ideal match will be buying a RAM from same manufacturer, of same rank chip, सेम रैंक फ्रीक्वेंसी, द सेम कैश लेटेंसी. लेकिन अगर आपको सेम रैम अगर मार्केट में आपको नहीं मिलता है, देन यू मस्ट कंसिडर दिस थिंग्स एट लीस्ट. फर्स्ट, कि एनी DDR4 SO-DIMM RAM will work together. They just shouldn't be from the different ranks. If you have a single rank RAM, like I have checked in the CPU-Z, you make sure that you have single rank or dual rank, and then order likewise. Secondly, you can buy 3200 megahertz or 2660 megahertz or 2400 megahertz RAM, but the motherboard will synchronize their clock down to the clock speed of the slowest one. For example, if I add 2400 megahertz RAM to my 3200 megahertz RAM, then both the RAM will work at only 2400 megahertz, which is the lowest frequency, which is the lowest one in the dual channel operation. Or similarly, if I add 4266 megahertz to my 3200 megahertz RAM, then both the RAM will work at only 3200 megahertz. And the another most important thing is that please make sure that whatever you purchase, the CL of these two RAMs must be same or very very similar, otherwise it will seriously downgrade your performance. And yes, of course, you can add uneven sizes, like with 4 GB RAM you can add 8 GB RAM to make a total of 12 GB RAM, and with the 8 GB RAM you can add 16 GB RAM. They all will work fine. As I said earlier, that the single rank RAMs or cheaper and they perform poorer as compared to the dual rank RAMs, which are generally costlier than them. So Kingston generally use S6 for single rank RAM and S8 for dual rank RAMs. And if you really want to add value to your system, you can go for the Ripjaws dual kit RAM memories. They really work very well in terms of the price. After all that talking and discussion, let's grab a RAM and install it. While adding a RAM, make sure the position of the notch. It's very easy to see and understand how to add the RAM in the slot. So just insert them as shown in this video clip and gently push it down until you hear a click sound. So second RAM we will also add similarly, and nothing else to say, just boot up your device and enjoy. So guys, if you think that this video helped you, please like the video and subscribe as always. So see you in the next video guys, तब तक के लिए bye bye.